problems of the everyday person are found more pronounced within the veteran culture. Many have begun to abuse alcohol or drugs in order to soften their pain, whether it be physical or mental. Post-traumatic stress disorder can make even the most mundane daily tasks seem insurmountable. Even beyond the emotional, coming home with an injury such as one to the brain may make the person come home as an entirely different person than the one who left. Many can relate to the feeling of not feeling like you belong. It is a lonely feeling. Our veterans come back from war to a place and people they once knew but now feel foreign. They feel changed from what they have been through, which leads to what seems like an insurmountable divide. Depression that they feel no one can understand. Suicide takes the lives of 18 to 22 of our nation's veterans each day. The physical damage takes its toll as well. Some veterans are no longer able to complete the simple tasks of life and may be forced to feel reliant on others. These constant pains or loss of limbs are a constant reminder of what they have lived through. There are many possible chemicals and pollutants that our veterans may have been exposed to during their time in the service. Some who come back without a support system are left to fend for themselves. It is difficult enough for a person to get a job, but for some, with mental or physical damage, a steady income may be elusive. 12% of our adult homeless population in the United States is composed of our veterans. Here you can see the results of an online survey we conducted. We had 16 responses, and out of those, 100% reported depression, 75% reported PTSD, 63% reported chronic pain. While it shows 0% homelessness, internet access was needed in order to complete this survey, which indicates that these results are skewed. Here are some of the services offered to our veterans. Within the VA system, they have medical centers and clinics. Support groups are available and are often led by physicians. Some are also led by other veterans. However, the unfortunate truth is that veterans have described some of these services as a nightmare to use. There are often difficulties in making appointments in regards to location and time. Some believe that the VA system is centered around treating symptoms rather than the illness itself. Many veterans also have complaints about the way they are treated, even in the VA. According to an article on barriers to health care on mental illness, 5 major ones have been identified. These are concerns about what others think, financial, personal, and physical obstacles, lack of confidence in the VA system, navigating the complicated VA network, and privacy, security, and abuse of these services.
Through the survey, we were able to get a look into what it is that the veterans desire in their health care. One stated, maybe some kind of counselor or person who helps navigate the complicated process. Veterans don't want to have to rely on medications to feel normal. They want fewer struggles, including paperwork, verification, and bureaucracy. They want easy, short prescription refill appointments. Things that you can do to help the veteran community include attend support group meetings and offer help with lifestyle management. It is also important to understand differences between this population and other patients. For example, post-combat PTSD versus other forms of PTSD. Important things to remember when caring for this population include knowing the differences of symptoms of veteran PTSD. PTSD varies differently from the common population and in the veteran population, where it is more fear-based than the normal population. With veterans, it revolves around moral injury. Moral injury is caused by participating in an event that has violated a person's sense of right and wrong, a dilemma of justifying one's actions, and the ultimate debate of if they can be forgiven. This has been seen to arise from being commanded to carry out missions in the military without getting a full understanding or completely backing the reason why. This causes many veterans to be unable to process especially traumatic events that they participated in. The difference seen in these two populations explains why traditional PTSD treatments are not effective with veterans. Other important things to know are many are jaded due to poor experiences with getting help. There's lots of value in simply lending an ear. It is also important to build patient and practitioner relationships. A common complaint from veterans revolves around unfair stigma. There are many stigmas that surround the veteran population. This list includes, but is not limited to, not being able to receive needed medications because they are viewed by health providers as drug addicts, being judged for having difficulties reintegrating into normal daily life, and many veterans feel that they are not allowed to show weakness or seek help when returning home. Summary: veterans are a large, growing population of patients that experience a variety of disabilities. The VA system offers some support, but many veterans feel that it is too complicated and unhelpful. Pharmacists can have a role in this patient care. An unfair stigma surrounds veterans expressing emotions and feelings.